What's going on, guys? Welcome to a brand new video on PrizePicks. I got 4 plays today in the NFL week 4 that I absolutely love. But before we get into any of that, if you guys could drop a like on this video, it would help me out a lot. Literally takes 2 seconds, completely free. So go ahead and drop that like. And now let's move into one thing that I do that honestly most other YouTubers don't, is recapping the previous day. So we're going to recap the last few days just in case you guys have missed it. We've been on a pretty good run. So Thursday Night Football, we cashed out both of our plays. Cardinals, Seahawks under, Seahawks money line, easy cashes. And then on Friday, we actually swept the entire board once again. Arizona State on the money line. And then we had this nice little parlay right here. Georgia Tech money line cashed out for us on Saturday. So 4 for 4 on Friday, 2 for 2 on Thursday. And then Saturday, our day was just kind of okay. Georgia money line, LSU plus 1.5 did not come through for us, but then we had a few other plays that did pretty well. So if you add up all these wins and losses, you will see that we have only had 3 losses in the last 3 days, which is absolutely insane. And if you guys want to get plays like this, all you have to do is go over to the Winnable. It is winnable.com/bam. This link is in the description of this video. And once you guys scroll down, you'll see a free plan right here. And I also got 3-day pass, week pass, month pass. I got it all for you guys. If you want to get these passes for discounted, use promo code BAM on Winnable. I'll show you guys how to do that right now. All you gotta do is scroll down to one of these passes. Make sure you're obviously signed up for the free plan. Every single one of you guys should be good there. Click on the pass that you want. And once you guys go into apply promo code, type in those 3 letters, code BAM, and you're going to get it for half off. This is a great deal, guys. And it just gives you a perfect opportunity to hop on the VIP, make some money with us. And then eventually the goal is you buy a longer term pass. And then we just keep going up and up and up from there. We've been going crazy on VIP and we are just going to keep pushing forward this Sunday. But that's enough talking. Let's get into some of the free plays. And first up, let's just talk about, I'm going to build a 3-man goblin lay. This is not even included in my 4 bonus free picks that I got going on. I'm just going to build a 3-man goblin lay explaining what I would say are my favorite picks on the goblins. I'm like literally, if I had to put a can't miss lay, this is what it would be. And number 1 guy, it's got to be James Cook, right? Take him as low as you want to. I don't really care. James Cook hitting all the overs in this game. Against the Saints, they're going to be leading by a ton. Absolutely love this play. And look at when he's been leading in the games, he's been hitting emphatically. And when they've been, trailing in the games, which is the only one that actually trailed was against Baltimore, he didn't end up hitting. They're going to be leading against New Orleans Saints. This one's a no-brainer. But let's talk about the second one I like. We're going to go over longest rush. And I'm going to scroll past this. And I'm actually going to go ahead and take someone. I just clicked on the wrong guy. I'm actually going to take someone a little bit different here. It's going to be Jonathan Taylor on the over at 17.5. So I like this one. I know I just said I was going to take Goblins. So I do like it at here at 14.5. So basically we just need him to get one 15-yard rush in this game. If you guys haven't watched any Colts football this season, first of all, what are you doing? They're playing insane. But if you haven't watched any, basically their game plan is Daniel Jones is playing elite, and he's a very good system quarterback. When he needs to be, he can use his legs a little bit. But the reason they have won emphatically in all these games is because of Jonathan Taylor, right? He has been the workhorse running back, clearly the best running back in the league right now in terms of consistency and how, consistent he produces at such a high level. Absolutely love him in against LA here. This is going to be a good matchup. And a lot of people have been saying, the Colts are good, but they still haven't played any real fierce competition. And I mean, I know they played Denver week 1, but they still haven't played any real fierce competition, what some people are saying. This week, I think the Colts have a huge chance to shut those, doubters up and absolutely prove it. They're going to need Jonathan Taylor if they want to do that. But now let's get into the third goblin. And I'm actually going to go for Malik Neighbors. So Malik Neighbors right here. If you guys had him in fantasy last week, I did. I'll just put my hand up. I had him in fantasy last week. Absolutely terrible, right? I don't even know what to say. It was the worst performance ever, right? He had 1 catch, I think, maybe 2 catches for like less than 20 yards. Ridiculous, right? 13 yards against the Chiefs. But now here's the deal. Jackson Dart is here. Jackson Dart is here to stay. Jackson Dart is what they've been hyping up all off season long, all through training camp. And if you guys watched Giants preseason, you'll know their offense ran completely differently with Dart at the helm. So I absolutely love Neighbors here. Like him on the over at 4.5 receptions. These are my 3 favorite goblin plays if you guys want to go ahead and take those. But now let's hop over to some other plays right here. Before I do, I don't think I mentioned this enough, but I post on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, all that stuff. fantasyfootbalbam on Instagram if you guys want to follow me, drop some fantasy tips, and I also give a ton of, picks and stuff for the coming weeks. But let's talk about some plays. I'm clicking around right now on Onyx Odds. Onyx Odds, best book you can basically ask for. They just copy DraftKings lines. So if you guys have DraftKings and you want a little bit more extra promos and extra stuff you can get just as a cherry on top, join Onyx Odds. Absolutely insane. So if you guys want my favorite underdog pick, right? My favorite upset, a little bit of spicy play, plus 200, give me the Panthers. Panthers plus 204. They looked insane last week. Nobody needs to say that again. Basically, the reason is the idea is that maybe the Panthers just got lucky. Maybe they just had a good day. If there was ever a team that I feel like the Panthers could go, on the road and get a dub against, the Patriots are right up there, guys. The Patriots have not looked that solid as a team. I know they're a solid team. If the Panthers play anything like they did last Sunday when they won 30-0 against Atlanta, this should cash. But let's talk about something else right now, which is how you guys can get free money, right? I know you guys all like free money. Should have said this way earlier in the video, but apps are paying you guys free money just for signing up, right? So if you guys sign up on Sleeper or on Chalkboard with code BAM, and I know there's probably like 500 of you guys who haven't heard of either of these apps, or maybe you've heard of them but haven't even downloaded them, take the next 5 minutes out of your day, go ahead, download Sleeper or download Chalkboard and use code BAM when you download them. Chalkboard is going to give you a free $20, no deposit required. So you don't even have to put in any of your own money. They're giving you $20 for free. Sleeper's also giving you a 0.5 square. I think it's Jordan Love today. And it's available in all these states right here. But back to the book I was just talking about, which is Onyx Odds. They're also giving you free money. $10 is all you got to spend on this. So you go onto the app, put in 10 of your own dollars. They're going to give you $100 for completely free. So put in 10, get 100. All three of those apps, you have to use code BAM, and then they will give that to you. So code BAM on Onyx, code BAM on Sleeper, code BAM on Chalkboard. Go ahead and claim your free money, guys. Let's get back into the video. Now, we're going to target this other game right here that there's just so many games that I think are going to be great, but I'm going to target the Giants right here to not cover the spread. I'm taking the Chargers minus 4.5. I like them honestly all up and down this. I think minus 6.5 is completely fine if you want to go ahead and take that. But to be a little bit more safer, you could take 3 or 4.5. I think this Giants team, if Jackson Dart is all he's, cracked up to be, he's going to be great, right? He's going to be great. But his first ever start in the NFL against a Chargers secondary who look absolutely insane. You just watch them against Geno Smith and the Raiders. Geno Smith, I believe, had like 8 or so passes with 10 plus air yards, 0 completions, 2 interceptions. Absolutely insane how locked down this Chargers defense is. Derwin James basically playing every position out there. And I would not want to be Jackson Dart tomorrow facing all that, right? So I know I just said I like Jackson Dart a lot. I do like him to be a great player eventually in this league. Week 1 as a starter against against Los Angeles Chargers, not really my spot, right? So that's one play I like. Going in to the later games, right? Packers versus Cowboys. You thought we were going to leave this play out? Nah, we are, of course, going to take a play for Packers versus Cowboys. And I would say my favorite parlay piece, if you guys want to put it like that, is just Packers on the money line. And I know it's minus 3.5 on 345. I don't care. Packers on the money line as a parlay piece is right up there with the best plays in the game. And if you guys want one more parlay piece, let me see if I can go ahead and find it. Here it is, Jake Ferguson right here. He is my player of the game right now. I like Jake Ferguson on the over at 5.5 receptions. I think Dak is going to be having to pass the ball a lot. Number one, because he's going to be pressured. This Green Bay D-line is nuts, and we know Micah Parsons is, of course, going to be getting all the cameras on him all night long. He's going to produce. Number 2, they don't have CeeDee Lamb. Number 3, they're going to be down in this game. Jake Ferguson might actually be my favorite player, of the entire slate, because he just played insane when CeeDee Lamb was out last week after CeeDee Lamb went down with an injury. Now it's basically the exact same scenario. Once again, instead of the Bears, this time it's the Packers going up against the Cowboys, and the Cowboys need to throw the ball. Who's he going to go to? Jake Ferguson. And yeah, George Pickens is going to be great too. George Pickens is going to be bombing down the field with go routes, but who's going to be open more consistently? It's, of course, going to be Jake Ferguson. So yeah, that's all I got for the video. Make sure to drop a like on this one if you do appreciate it. Join the VIP because we're going to keep cashing out, and good luck with all your bets this Sunday.